only love it when the lights on. Yeah. Go town. Now I left the city, it's a ghost town. Gold all on my back like the city, y'all. Made it out the gutter, yeah, I'm with it, yeah. Running out the bands, yeah, I got it, y'all. Got it, y'all, yeah.
Yeah, man. Hey, I don't even know what happened with Steve, man. He couldn't get on Zoom. He was trying to do something, but I don't know what happened. So we're gonna like just push that to another day, man. We still got Ticarus in about like 30 minutes. So just hang out, man.
All right, man. Well, like I told you, I'm sipping on a little of this.
Be careful with the uncle now. I don't think I can play with.
I think I can handle it, bro. I think I'm alright. I mean, shit. It's only 30 minutes. It's only 30 minutes.
Yeah, true. All right, bro. Well, I'll see you in a little bit, man.
All right, bro. All right, later. Wait on this next meeting. I'll sit down here and wait. Drink on this Uncle Nearest. Let's do this on TV. Hey.
Bring out the food and the drinks, it's gonna be a party.
Sit this down.
Turn up the music real loud by everybody.
All right.
Go right ahead and smoke and play some cards, just make yourself
Go to sleep, nephew. That's right. Go to sleep.
But during that time, her relationship with Robert began to suffer.
What do you mean you're leaving? You cannot leave me.
I'm tired of this.
What do you mean?
16 years is a long time, and you know it's not uncommon for people to grow apart.
Listen, I'm fearful for my life.
Because we can get our friend here to open his ears.
Mr. Daniels?
Yes?
I'm Detective Kenway. Your son Arthur has some information on a shooting that happened. We'd like to talk to him.
And my boy ain't talking to no damn body without no lawyer.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
Go yourself.
Up on Zoom, so I'm trying to like coach him through what he need to do, and I was like, look, we'll just cancel the interview for now, get your stuff together, man, and we'll schedule another time, man. That's why I hit you up. I was like, look, you got Zoom?
Hey, man, in my business, you gotta have everything.
Right. I figured you'd be set up, but I just had to dot the I's and cross the T's, man, just in case.
Believe it, man.
How's everything going else, brother? I mean, everything good?
Yeah, man. I can't complain, man. I'm in a good space, man.
Yeah, absolutely, man.
Yeah,
so look, I'm
man.
waiting for Ed to jump on here.
Keep that brain ice on here. Y'all always late.
Man, hey, you know what messed him up? That probably that Uncle Nearest. He had some of Uncle Nearest earlier, and the Uncle Nearest probably put him down, bro. Probably got him off track.
The Uncle Nearest the real deal.
Hey, that's one family member, man, that'll whoop your ass if you ain't careful. For real.
Sir.
I don't know where the fuck Ed at right now, man. Look, I want to be respectful of your time, brother. So if you jump on, he jump on. But I'll just ask you a few questions from myself, and then like I said, if Ed jump on, cool, got it, But we had a little discussion earlier kind of about what questions we want to ask you and what questions we don't want to ask. Some questions we can't ask out here.
Hold on.
Yeah.
You gotta I mean, I'm like I told you, I'm pretty much an open book, man. So, you know what I mean? The only thing I really can't answer is like exactly what I'm shooting right now.
Right.
But
understood.
But I will give you like I will feed them a hint. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
So it's like because it's the crib, so it's a little different for me. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then ain't no telling how far, it's gonna progress, but you know what our mainstream audience is.
Hey,
even
I know about it. Hey, CYA, that's the name of the game. So, just to kind of start things off, man. Introduce yourself. Hey, we got Ticarus Bunch here on the show. He's been in movies, he's been in TV shows. And look, I'm gonna tell you a story, my personal story about you. So I'm just sitting at home.
All right. I can't wait to hear this.
I'm just sitting at home, flipping through the channel, watching TV, whatever, so the show come on, Empire, right? So I'm like, people been talking about this, so I started watching a few episodes and I'm like, okay, it's pretty good, so I'm a binge watcher, you know what I'm saying? So if I see a TV show, I'm gonna watch as many episodes I can when I can, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So some shows I might watch like 2 or 3 seasons at a time, depending on how much time I got. So I'm sitting watching Empire, and me and my wife are watching TV, whatever, and then I see you on the screen, and I'm like, hold up. I like, look, hey, give me the remote. We want that bad. Like, look, I know this dude. Like, this dude is from my hood, like around the corner.
She said, no,
like
you don't.
North End, right here. And she's like, what? I was like, I'm dead serious. I had like pull you up on Facebook, like, look, see, that's him right here. Like, I know this guy. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't even aware that you were acting at the time. But to see you on the screen, not even expecting to see you on the screen, was like a shocker to me. I was like, yo, this is crazy. So, and I'm pretty sure, like, anybody who's like that knows somebody, all of a sudden they see him on TV, it's like a big wow factor. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh my God, I know this person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Versus like, hey, you put it out there, hey guys, watching me on this episode, you kind of expecting it. You know what I'm saying? But to see somebody unexpectedly on TV is just crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that was real dope, man. I was like, yo, that's dope.
And see, this is the thing, right? When majority of the time, unless you become like the main character and you're doing like a lot of press, you really can't tell nobody anything.
Right. Yeah.
And at that time, you remember, like, Empire was that show. It was like that show that a lot of people was watching.
Yeah.
So I was like, dang, like it was burning me not to say nothing, because Empire, I think that was my first like huge show, but it wasn't my first show. Like, it was like, it may be in like the 3rd set I was on, but it was the second thing that actually, might have been the 3rd thing that actually aired. I'm not sure. I don't remember. But it was fun for me because these stories don't get old. I get told that a lot. Like, I get told, like, man, you didn't even tell me. Like, I got even, some family members that even hit me up and was like, dude, really? Like, really, dude? You know what I'm saying? And it's just,
we ain't that close no more. You ain't gonna tell me? Come on now.
Nah, I'm close. I'm close. I'm close with all y'all. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing like the love that I've been receiving from the borough.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. And Empire was a very, very cool show. It was a very cool experience. Major shout out to P. Pablo. P. Pablo come in the set. Like, this is how crazy. This is how God worked too, right? Like, when I had just filmed, there it is. My memory coming back. It's been 5 years, bro. We getting old, bro. So I had just filmed If Loving You Is Wrong, Tyler Perry show, and I had read, while I was driving on the way back from Atlanta to North Carolina, I had read that P. Pablo had booked Empire, and at the time, Empire was my show. Like, me and wifey watching like every episode. So, so I hit him up, I DM'd him, I was like, yo, man, congratulations. He was like, yo, no doubt. And I told him, I said, I just finished shooting If Loving You Is Wrong. Me and PD already was having, a earlier relationship, you know what I'm saying? Right. It was friendship. Yeah. So I hit him up and I was like, yo, man, I was like, yo, I just finished If Loving You Is Wrong. It'll be dope if I end up out there in Chicago with you doing Empire. He was like, yo, you never know. So I get home in North Carolina and I get a phone call, bro, not even 2 weeks, not even a week later, that I was doing the show. So I was like, oh snap. And I was like, you know what? I ain't even gonna tell PD. I'm just gonna show up. You know what I'm saying? So the first day of shooting, I shot episode 1 and 2 of season 2. So the first day of shooting, we all on the prison yard. They actually used like a real jail yard or whatever. And he looked up and
a real
like,
jail,
really, man?
Like this jail got real inmates.
Bruh, listen, man. Let me tell you how real it is. Like this is a real jail, right? And you got Taraji, everybody. You got everybody there, right?
Yeah.
And when inmates would walk down the hall, this is a working jail now. Like they had us isolated away from everybody and everything, because you know jail is jail. But every now and then you have an inmate that will have to walk down the hall. Excuse me. And when they walk down the hall, the correction officers will have them face the wall when they sidestep to walk past us, so that they can't look at us in the face. Yeah, it was crazy.
Oh man.
Cook County Jail, I think Cook County Jail, downtown Chicago.
Oh snap. Hey, somebody get crazy out there, man. You never know what would happen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you never know. But they had COs like
they were getting overtime. They had all the COs
everywhere. You know,
they had COs from other jails there.
Yeah. Oh man, listen, my brother, when we walked through the door, it's like everybody like, hey, like it's a good day at work, because you get to be Terrence. You know, I'm a nobody at the time. You know what I'm saying? You get to be Terrence, you get to see Taraji, Jesse, you know, some of everybody coming through the door.
Hey, I bet you Terrence was there. He was ready though. You know, I read an article about Terrence. Terrence said he keep that stab with a blade in that piece. So you know.
Man, Terrence, listen, Terrence is a down-to-earth, cool brother. And he's a brother. Like you know, and the way that he talk, man.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying? He really talk like that. Like in regular conversation, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Hey, like, it's crazy.
What's a cut one of these niggas, man?
Cut one, man.
Oh snap. Yeah. Hey, okay. So look, let's back it up, man. Let's back it up a little bit. So what influences that you had growing up to make you even want to get into acting? Was it like a particular person or like event or?
Yeah. Dukes of Hazzard.
Dukes of Hazzard.
I was a Dukes of Hazzard. I was a Dukes of Hazzard fan, bro.
Yeah.
You know, when we was little, it was all about the cars. It was the General Lee. It was Kit. It was you know,
Blue Chips, A-Team,
the helicopter, Blue Chips with the it was all about cars and stuff. So for me, it was Dukes of Hazzard, man. When I was a kid, right? Like my mom, I grew up on was driving, and she turned on the street where we lived on. It was a dirt road at the time, like beside the house.
Yeah.
And I had opened up the door and I jumped out the car. And I screamed, Dukes of Hazzard. You know what I'm saying? Because I seen that on the episode. Yo, my crazy black butt seen that on the episode of Dukes of Hazzard, like the week before or so, right? So
like, look, ain't no more Dukes of Hazzard for you. You jump out of cars.
Yeah. That's exactly what it was. You know what I mean? So, you know, she took me in the house, she washed me up, cleaned me up and all that, and gave me that talk. Like, you know, ain't no more doing that, whatever. So for me, that gave me an adrenaline rush. And then my real inspiration outside of that, right? And I'm gonna go back to that story, but outside of that, getting in Goldsboro High School and mistakenly bubbling drama in Mr. Roland's class.
Okay, yeah.
I was like, you know what? I was like, I want to take cooking. Nah. Drama? Oh, that's an easy A. Yeah. I'm taking drama. That's very easy. And messed around and got into the class, man, and with his direction, man, it was like, oh yeah, I love this. This is I'm a Leo, bro. We like to have the center of attention. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it fed that hunger that I wanted, and it also restored my dream as far as becoming an actor, you know?
Okay.
So that was the early on thing. And the crazy part about it is my first set was the Haves and Have-Nots, and John Schneider, who was on the Dukes of Hazzard, is the lead character on the show.
Oh, did you tell him the story? Did you tell him your story?
I didn't get a chance to meet him because the way that Tyler Perry shoots, it's like I heard his voice. I wanted to, but I was at the time I was new, so I was behind like the wall, and he was on the inside doing his lines, and I could hear his voice. Yeah, but I never got a chance to tell him that. You know what I'm saying? But I heard his voice, awesome. And I was like, oh, yeah. I was like, oh, I know who that is. Like, you know what I'm saying? I had no idea even about the show. My wife had to tell me about what the show was and who the show was about and who's this character. She had to tell me that on the way to the airport to fly out. Shout out to Andrew Creighton, by the way.
Yeah, man. Yeah. That's dope, man. That's dope. Like, you know, from, you know, him being an influence to get to that point where you can actually, you know, be in the same vicinity with this person that kind of, you know, led you to that point. Hey, that's dope, man. That's dope. Hey, man, I hope you get a chance to have a conversation with him, man, and let him tell him that story. Hope you see this video so he can see that.
Hope so. I might send it to somebody so he can, so I know that, you know, he'll see it. So
yeah. So what do you think has been your most memorable moment in your acting career so far?
That's a loaded question. My most memorable moment. Boy, you getting your Oprah now.
So far. I know it's bigger things to come in the future, but as of right now, what do you think your biggest?
Okay. My most memorable moment is, I did this. I pray for these things in stages, right?
Right.
So first I was like, you know what? I want to be able to get on set and to have my own chair.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's just that minute. That own my own chair. When I get there, they have a chair for me. Right. Mm-hmm. And I got that. Like, boom. I'm like, oh, snap. Now keep in mind, these things are hard to come by. Like, I might do 200 auditions a year and only book 5 to 7. But those 5 or 7 are like hitting the lottery. You know what I mean?
Right.
So my most memorable moment is driving up to Center Space in Wilmington, parking my car, and having someone walk me to my trailer. I get in my trailer, and they knock on my door, and they have someone knock to drive me, basically, to get me something to eat. And then when they did not have what I wanted to eat, I pretty much told them, like, dang, man, y'all ain't got no so-and-so. I forget what it was. And they said, you know what, Mr. Bunch, we're gonna get that for you. It's the small things on the way up that I really appreciate. Like I said, getting the chair, that blew me away. Because, and I'm gonna tell you why. When I did shoot Empire, I was standing talking to Luda. Back it up, bro. Now I remember. I remember. Scratch all that. My most memorable one with Chris Rock, Terrence Howard, and Petey Pablo. And they all talking about different situations that they got going on. You know what I'm saying? It's public knowledge. So Terrence was going through something with some money with somebody. Chris Rock, I think, was going through a divorce or something, and he was talking about, I gotta give her $1 million, and, you know, or whatever. And keep in mind, I'm the brokest dude. I'm the brokest dude at the table. You know what I mean? I'm just the kid from Goldsboro. I'm the brokest dude at the table. So I'm sitting there, right? And I'm like, yo, man, really, dog? I'm like, you worried about a few million? Like, dog, I'd be glad I can get somebody $1 million. and they just bust out laughing. That was one of them.
It was real though.
You know what I'm saying?
They had to bring them down. You're like, look,
yeah,
that's real.
And I'm like, bruh, you tripping on some millions, bruh? Like, you got them some millions to give? Bruh, somebody hold me hostage for 500 at a time. Somebody hold me hostage for 500,000, I'm gonna cry. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's like one of my most memorable moments is having, it wasn't necessarily working, it was just being able to say I sat down and had lunch with these iconic people who me and you both grew up.
Right. You know, yeah, that's big, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you around millionaires right now, guys who've been in the game for a minute, and you having a conversation with them like it ain't nothing.
Yeah, in a minute. Yeah, and I think I've become a likable source because I've been raised kind of to, I meet them, but from the bird, but damn sure they meeting me too.
Exactly.
So that's my mentality. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
and you got to keep it like that.
That's my most memorable. Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
So, and that made me think about something too. You know, I was thinking about, okay, so how you got started, right? Your first, like, you know, call that you got and you had to go audition, like your first audition, you know, for like a show, like, how did that go? Like, how are you feeling? Like, kind of take us through, you know, your memory lane of like your first major audition and you got to go through there. You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you feel? Oh, how was the call? Like all of that.
My first major audition that I actually booked, or my first major audition period?
That you tried out for. Yeah.
Oh. Funny story, right? The Walking Dead, right? So I get the email. I see, okay, it's the Walking Dead. It's like and at the time it was 3 pages long. Now I'm not a seasoned actor, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I sit down and I look at it, and shout out to Sean McCracken. He's like, listen, Ticarus, he's like, you need to take time with this, and you need to read this and then go to sleep. The next day, read the next one, go to sleep, read the next one, go to sleep. He's like, the next day, it'll be better for you. I was like, all right, bet. So I did the audition, and audition actually went pretty decent.
Mm-hmm.
Today, I would have murdered, but it went pretty decent. So I didn't book them. I didn't book the character. If you watch The Walking Dead, it's the guy who had the tiger.
Okay.
I forget what his name is. Damn him. But
damn you.
But yeah, straight like that. But so fast forward, me and my wife, we in Walmart. We at the checkout line.
Mm-hmm.
Bruh got action figures. I look, I seen them damn action figures. I said, man, fuck him, man. Because I know that would have been the bag. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the bag.
That's the money right there. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Merchandise.
That's the bag. But I'm not doing this for money. But that's the bag. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah.
You imagine, you know what I'm saying, having an action figure of you, giving it to a little kid. Like, come on,
bruh. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's my most memorable audition, and I didn't even book that.
Okay, so what about one that you did book? One that you killed?
One that I killed. I before acting, I was a delivery contractor for 15 plus years. You know what I'm saying? And I got the audition. My agent sent it over to me, and it was to be a delivery guy. So I was at work. Me and my boy Sean Jones, rest in peace, Sean Jones. I was at work. I read the audition, and I said, "Oh man, I'm finna go do this when I get off work." He was like, "You got an audition?" I was like, "Yeah, man, I'm gonna murk this today." You know what I'm saying? He was like, "What is it?" I was like, "I'm a delivery guy." He was like, "So what you like?" I was like, "Man, I'm wearing the clothes that I got on." I called my man Sean McCracken. I said, "Hey, man," I said, "I got an audition today. Can you fit me in?" He was like, "Oh, that quick?" I was like, "Yeah, fit me in, bro." So I went to Moonlight Stage Company in Raleigh. Shout out to them. And I went, I came, I saw, and I got the job. You know what I'm saying?
The smash.
And it was funny because it was like, yeah, it was like, yo, if y'all really book another guy to do a delivery part besides me, and yo, this is what I do at the time.
Right.
Like, this is what I do.
I gotta go ahead and just be myself.
I'd be pissed. Right. And that's what I did. I really went in there. I really went in the audition room and I was myself. Yeah. And there was a television show called Good Behavior. Okay. You can still, I think you can catch it still streaming and stuff like that.
Yeah, that came out like 2017, right?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Real cool show too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a seafood delivery guy out there.
So, all right. So let me ask a question. So I know you've met a few people, you know, just being in the business. Like, what actor would you or actress would you love to like do a show or a movie with?
Samuel Jackson, bro.
Samuel
Jackson. Samuel Jackson. I want him to call me a motherfucker.
Motherfucker. Hey, motherfucker's your part, motherfucker.
Yo. Listen, Matt, listen. Either I want him to call me a motherfucker or I want to be able to call him a motherfucker.
Yeah, it got to, man. That's got to be a part of the script. It got to be written in the script.
Yeah, because he's my favorite, bro. He's my favorite. And if I'm able to call him a motherfucker, in my head, he's passing me the torch. Because behind closed doors, that's my motherfucking word.
That's my motherfucking word right there. Motherfucker. Hey, take a look at that wallet. What does it say on it? Bad motherfucker.
Bad motherfucker.
Yo.
Who's this asshole? You know yeah, I love Samuel. And the reason why I love Samuel is because he can go from all of that, right, to what's in your wallet. You know what I'm saying? Right. He has his range is impeccable. Yeah. You know? Yeah. And he's the most gross Hollywood actor of all time.
Really?
He gets the bag.
I was about to say Morgan Freeman, but
I would have thought so too.
Yeah, but Samuel has been in some like iconic blockbuster movies his whole career.
He gets the bag, bro.
Man. So let me think. So look, we gotta go back to the Dukes of Hazzard part, man.
Okay.
You're gonna back it up for me. So
okay.
Dukes of Hazzard, you know, mom said, hey, you ain't watching this no more. I'll give you the talk about Dukes of Hazzard. And then, you know, like kind of what from that point on, you know, like were you still thinking about acting at any point in your time between that time and like signing up for the class in high school, or, you know?
Honestly, no, not really.
It's kind of just
no. I was just a kid. I was living life. I was in my room playing video games with Montreal Coley and Donnie Chapman and jigging on Edward Lofton every day. You know, that's what I was doing. That was you know, nah, bro. That it didn't hit me that it was possible. Not necessarily it was possible, because I still didn't think it was possible. You know, coming from where we from, I never thought. I don't know. I never thought it. You know, right? So, I was trying to play football. I was trying to be, you know, Christian Okoye somebody. You know, I was trying to. That was my thing.
Yeah. So what? So,
but
because you didn't go, you know, straight from high school to start getting into acting, like what did you do in between that time period from, graduating Goldsboro to, hey, start showing up on the screen?
United States Army.
Okay. Who?
After high school. Yep. Well, after high school, I joined the Army. The greatest decision ever.
Right.
The Army was everything. It taught me a lot. I got brothers that to this day, man, you know what it is. To this day, man, it's like,
oh yeah,
no love lost. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
right.
It's crazy.
You don't see him for like 5-10 years, and then you can pick up the phone and call him. It's like you saw him yesterday.
Like I saw him yesterday, I got brothers that was there for me when my brother, my older brother Eric, passed away. That was there by my side. I got, was able to help me emotionally get through all that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a brotherhood that's unmatched. So, yeah, man. After high school, I joined the Army, and I met my wife while I was in the Army, and I got out of the military, and sure enough, that's when I started my my delivery company. And through those years, I was a delivery man or delivery company owner. Because
yeah,
if you ask them,
time you kind of like honing your skills and everything, and then you're like, you know what, I'm about to do this damn thing.
Yeah. Well, the funny thing is this, man. Stanley Autry sent me a message. Well, I'm gonna back that up. I was at work one day. I was having a bad day, and I was hooking up a water line on a refrigerator. And I prayed to God. I said, God, show me my purpose, because this ain't it. A month later, Stanley Autry sent me an email, and he said, bro, Tyler Perry need a gangster for the haves and have-nots. What you gonna do? And I was like,
like that.
Straight like that. I was like, where? I said, all right, bet. So I looked at the information, and they wanted a picture of you, height, weight, and they wanted some pictures or whatnot, right? So this was on the fly. Like at the same time, I'm doing all of this while I'm scrolling Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I'm doing all this nonchalantly. You know what I mean? I'm going about my day.
Yeah.
Right. So I looked at my pictures, and if you look through my profile pictures, you'll find it. It's a picture of me, and I'm like this. It's a profile picture, and I'm like this. And I was a biker.
Yeah.
He was at the south of the border, and I took that picture just like this, like at the gas station.
Yeah.
Right. So that's the picture I sent.
Hey, guess what we need? Guess what we need right now?
And that's what they said. And that's exactly what happened. And she was like, the casting director hit me back, and she was like, yo, can you send me another one like with your face? He's like, but I'm really messing with you right now because they like you, and out of all the pictures that was sent, ain't nobody did no mess like that. So
you want a picture? Here you go. Here's a picture right here.
Here you go. You want a gangster? Here you go. You know what I'm saying? So I go right. I go in the backyard, and I have my wife take some pictures of me, and I'm like this. You know what I'm saying? And she's like, nah, baby, that ain't hard enough. I was like, all right, I'm like this. You know what I'm saying? So I sent them, and she's like, she hit me, and then I'm at work the next day.
Yeah.
I'm driving, me and my boy just made a delivery like out in Georgetown, North Carolina, right? I'm driving, I open up the email, and it's like, can you get to Atlanta, Tyler Perry Studios tomorrow, such and such a time, blah, 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 this, that, and the third. Man, I looked at my boy Sean Jones. Man, I was on the highway like this. Yo, he was like, bro, like, what's going on? Like, yo, tears came down my face. I was like, bro, Tyler Perry wants you, boy. Like, I gotta go. You know what I'm saying?
I'm out.
My next phone call was Stanley. Like, yo, bro, I'm on my way to the A. What you doing? So he was hyped. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, man, that was a hell of a moment. Hell of a moment.
That's a good story, bro. That's definitely a good story.
Yeah.
I mean, I can imagine, you just living your life and, not saying that, you didn't have too much faith, but you did pray first about it, but, somebody hit you up and you be like, okay, well, I go through the motions, you know what I'm saying? But to actually like, okay, it's about to get real, like real fast, like I can only imagine, man, like
I didn't even audition.
Racing.
Bro, I didn't even audition for it. I didn't even audition for it. They had tried Tyler Perry told me this once I got on set. They had tried that scene like a day or two before with some guys and it didn't fit well. Mm-hmm. So that's why he recasted it. And he told her to bring me some raw talent. It don't get no rawer than the borough, baby.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So that's what happened, man.
Man, I mean, I just can't believe man, that's just so dope, man. Like, just off the whim, you just chilling. Hey, your homeboy hit you up. And that's kind of a good lesson too, man. Like, keeping positive people around you and making sure you keep those bridges, built and sturdy. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know, something like that may just come your way.
Yeah. Tell you that story whenever you interview.
Yeah, we definitely gonna ask Stanley that question.
I prayed for this. He didn't know what, you know what I'm saying, what was what or nothing like that. Like, but I remember because me and Stan talk all the time regardless. And he had did background for like Batman Returns or something like that. And so I was like, bro, when you hear something around the way, let me know. You know what I'm saying? I'll come do it. So his words was this, bro, be ready when I call, bro. And I said, bro, you call me about this, I'm definitely gonna be ready. Cause like, I don't know if you remember, like in high school, like I did plays, like, you know what I'm saying? So he know, like, okay.
Yeah, what was that play I did? Oh man, what was it? Y'all did, I think you were like the main person in the show, man, in one of those shows y'all did. Don't give me the line, man. That's it. Yeah, I remember that, man.
Yeah, shout out to Dorcas. Yeah, dropping this.
Wake your ass up, Jeff! Wake your ass up! Shit. What time is it? Oh shit! I gotta go to the goddamn interview.
Oh, we got Ed. We got Ed in here now. Okay, he's late to his own funeral.
My man.
This guy.
Hey man,
this guy.
Hey, a little technical difficulties.
Hey.
Oh, you.
Hey Matt. Hey Matt.
Yes. Also, I was.
Hey Matt, listen.
What I tell you? That damn Uncle Nearest. That Uncle Nearest.
Yeah.
That's the worst family member you can have in your life, bro.
This motherfucker started kicking me in the back of the hip. I was like, hey. Motherfucker, I keep dropping the microphone. But yeah, man, I kind of got thrown off track a little bit. So.
But yeah, he was telling.
It's all good, bro. Some things don't never change.
Right.
Hey, but he was telling a dope story, man, about how we got into the Tyler Perry movie, The Have and Have Nots, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a really dope story, man. Now, I know, Ed, you had some questions. Go ahead and fire them off, man, because I know you had some. So go on, hit them with it.
Okay, when did you start acting?
What was it, 2015? Well, professionally, yeah. Professionally, 2015.
Well, no, I mean,
2015.
When did you even start to get involved in acting, getting credit for it?
Well, professionally, 2015.
Okay.
I would say 2015 is my start, but 2015 ain't when I fell in love with it. I fell in love with it as a kid at like 5 to 7 years old. You know what I mean? Okay. But 2015. This story that he's telling you
about. Okay.
Yeah.
What would you call your acting debut? That everybody got to see you and you got to tell your family members, I'm going to be on this.
The first thing that aired was Fatal Attraction. That was the first television show that anybody saw. And strangely enough, while everybody was calling and texting and blowing up my social media about Fatal Attraction, I was in the hotel about to go shoot Empire the very next day. And out of all the channels, I'm in a nice hotel, and out of all the channels, they didn't have TV One.
You had to go to the other hotel lobby.
Bro, bro, I had like my sister or somebody to record
on their phone.
Video. Yeah. I had them like, yo, get your joint. You know what I mean? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because when you shoot television shows and stuff like that, you just like what y'all doing, you edit it down.
Right.
So I don't know what tape they kept, what tape they didn't keep, but my social media was blowing up. So I was like, okay. All right. Yeah. I don't know what y'all looking at though.
Right.
And I gotta get some sleep because I got like a 5 o'clock in the morning call time. So it's like, you know, that was the first joint.
Okay. Let me see what else I got for you. What do you like to do in your spare time? Like, what you like to do other than acting and everything else? What you like to do in your spare time?
Man, it used to be riding motorcycles with my wife, but now I try not to live too much dangerously.
Okay. I thought motorcycles was gonna be one of them.
Yeah, definitely. I'm definitely riding that.
That was the first thing you did. Yeah, motorcycles.
And playing Call of Duty, man. Playing Call of Duty online, man.
Okay. So
with
you
one
take
of
your
our classmates
everywhere you go.
With one of our classmates, Omar McKeechin, man. It seems like when I got spare time, me and Omar, my man Murder, and my other homeboy Maryland, man, we all link up, man, online, and we playing Call of Duty online, trying to get them dubs, man.
Okay. Well, they them shoot them up, bang bang.
Shoot them up, bang bang. And you know, like me and Omar, we form a military, and you know, we about half share with PTSD. So
flashbacks.
So you know, we try
with the PTSD.
Yeah, it helps with the PTSD. We put them shits on and we shooting, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Especially when you kill like 300 zombies. And you're like,
right.
Good.
You know what I mean?
I'm good for today.
But Call of Duty, boating. I love boating, man, and riding motorcycles with wifey, man.
Okay, so you still ride though. You just cut the damn going around the curve 80 miles per hour down.
Yeah, you ain't going on a Hayabusa
now
going 150. You like, look, let me go on this big hog right here.
Right.
Coast through.
Yeah, okay. Keep it safe. I understand.
That's right. But she be still. But see, I created a monster. She like, you know, one time we rode from Raleigh to like Kinston, and there was like a lot of us Harleys. She was the only street bike, and like when we got there, the boys was like, "Yo, I'm gonna need an oil change. You need to tell your wife she needs to slow down." You know what I'm saying? So, you know, yeah, I created a monster because I wanted her to be able to ride with anybody and be able to be like, "Yo,
right?
I really ride mine." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nah, wrong decision.
Well, you ride, I ride.
What did you do before you started acting? Like, what jobs did you have? What kind of things did you do?
Right out of high school, I was in the military. After getting out of the military, I was a delivery contractor and a business owner until I started acting. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I had some loyal people working with me. You know, I always say working with me. I never say working for me. You know, I'm the boss, but I'm not the boss. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So, and ironically, one of my guys that was with me, he's no longer with us, but he was a great angel and a great push for me to pursue my career.
Okay. I was getting into my next question. So as you're going on your acting and going on, did you ever have a manager? Did you have to have a manager, or do you have a manager? When you started, did you have to have a manager? Like, how did you start? Like, did you just, somebody was a word of mouth, or?
What happened was, one day at work, I prayed and I asked God, like, a month later, I was not even like a week or so later, I was on the phone with Stanley Autry, right? And I was like, yo, bro, cause Stanley Autry had did Batman, one of the Batman movies. And I was like, yo, bro, if you hear of any movies or anything, you need to let me know. You know what I'm saying? Cause your boy got them chops. You know what I'm saying? So he ended up hitting me up. Like a month later, he was like, yo, brother, Tyler Perry needs a gangster. And I ended up sending him my information, and I sent him a picture of me, right? And the picture, if you look back at my profile picture, if y'all put it up, it's a picture of me that's like this. You know what I'm saying? Because I was a biker, and I was in South Carolina, south of the border, coming back from Georgia with my bros. And we stopped at south of the border, and I just happened to take that picture. So that's the picture I sent in, and Tyler Perry, casting director and all that. It was like, yo, man, who the hell is that? Like, you get a whole bunch of people sending you stuff, and then you see this guy. It's like they wanted a picture. What better to give them than a raw brother from Goldsboro? Like, okay, here you go. You want a gangster? Here you go.
that worked.
And it turned out. Yeah, it turned out to work. Yeah.
Just play somebody from Goldsboro. Just play yourself from Goldsboro. That's all you had to do.
And that's let me tell you though, Matt. That's what I did. Matt, listen, that's what I did, bro. Like, y'all, I don't know if y'all know my cousin, Fat Cat.
Come on,
Kelly
man.
Fuller.
Come on. Yeah.
Shout out to Kelly. Shout out to Peanut.
Yep.
So yeah, exactly. So listen, so if you go back and you watch the scene, right, when I come in the door and I'm like this that was all Fat Cat, man. Like when she asked me, she said, yo, something
Yo,
about.
You know what? I'm gonna take a look back at, and I'm gonna just visualize Fat Cat. Okay.
Bro, listen, she said, Tika Sumter said something like to the fact of my boy here mess you up. You don't want that, do you? And when Tyler Perry did the push up on the camera to my face, I just did Fat Cat. You know what I'm saying? Because when me and Fat Cat and them used to go on the CNL, or CNL. Only thing he did. Yeah, the only thing he did was sit in the corner and people come by and he just
mug them.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, pocket full of money, VA. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
VA, you know what I mean?
2 pockets full of money. Yeah, motherfucker.
Oh yeah, baby, the Mexican knots, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so that's all I did, man. Art imitates life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And vice versa. So that's what I did.
I remember he came through one day smacking money on the ground. Blah! Just stacks of money.
Oh, yeah. What was that? VA? Was it a VA?
Yeah. That was
I said, what the fuck? There's money all over the place.
Yeah, so I mean, hey, it ain't that hard to play somebody, you already know. You know what I'm saying? You done seen plenty of times,
Plenty of time. Grew up with, blood relatives.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's what's up.
He was in.
So now, do you for your next roles, what are you trying to prepare yourself for? I mean, I know you're doing movies. I know you're doing something else that you probably can't speak about and talk about. I'm trying to say it in a lighter way, but
Well, let's put it like this, bro. Right now, I'm playing a real life character. Right now, Matt. You see, I left you out of the beer game right now.
Yeah, man. You ain't. Come on, man.
Right
Come on back to the home team, man.
I was like, something. All right, we'll get to it.
Yeah, it's coming back quick.
It's coming back.
Yeah, it's coming back. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Right now, I'm playing a real life character, based around a real life story. You're right. I can't say anything about it because of the NDA reasons and whatnot. But I will tell you that the executive producer is Curtis Jackson, and I just flew back from Detroit.
Curtis 50 Cent Jackson.
Curtis 50 Cent Jackson.
Oh.
Okay, that's what
okay.
Thought.
Okay.
Two quarters on the ground.
Yeah.
Hey,
so
y'all people out there, y'all go ahead and put your comments out there. Let us know what y'all think it is.
Yeah, let us know.
Yeah.
They're gonna be like, well,
so it's a it's a cool situation, man. And I really can't wait for y'all to see it, bro. I cannot wait for y'all to see it.
Don't be glued to the
tube. It's gonna be lovely, and it's gonna be one of the biggest TV shows. It's gonna be one of the biggest TV shows coming out. I promise you that. I promise you that. I don't do too many promises.
You putting a lot on it now.
I promise
okay.
you that.
Yeah, you put the stamp now.
It's gonna be that. It's gonna be that pressure, baby. It's gonna be that pressure.
Hey, so what? Besides,
it's my first reoccurring role where, you'll see me in multiple seasons.
Okay. Well, we definitely gonna be locked to the tube, man, and we drop that. But I want to know, okay, besides acting, is there anything else that you want to branch into or see yourself branching into besides acting?
Yeah, creating stories. As far as I'm in the early stages now of writing something that I want to bring home. And what I mean home is Ghostboro. I'm creating a film titled Cougar Pride, which is gonna take us all the way back to the years of 1995 to 1997, during that era of Goldsboro High School. And
I remember that.
Based around some influential men and women that was in our lives throughout the school. And
a lot back then.
A lot back then. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, be on the lookout for that, because be on the lookout for that for sure. For real.
I can't wait to
That's
see
gonna
that.
be near and dear to my heart. That's my baby.
Yeah, rest in peace, Mr. Whitley.
Already.
Yeah.
When we get off camera, can I hear the plot?
Hey, you never know.
I'll be extra in there.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you like Stanley told me. Be ready.
Hey, you be ready. You ain't gotta get ready, right?
Be ready. You gotta get ready.
I got a big ass mirror in the other room. I'm like, shit. I'm like, give me the goddamn dope now, motherfucker.
Yeah, man.
Give me the money. Hold on. Give me the money. Oh, no, they ain't right. Give me the money.
No. Give me the hold on.
Hey, that's good stuff, man. That's good stuff. Hey, I'm definitely be checking that out, man. I'm ready for that.
For sure.
You got any other questions, Ed?
Nah, man. I'm gonna wrap it up with the last question, man.
Okay. Well, look. Hey, we're gonna wrap the interview up. Oh, go ahead.
Now, I said I know you can't say too much, so gave us a vital enough.
Yeah, hey, he gave us a little preview. Hey, everybody they got their own imagination. Got to do your own research. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
but hey, he kind of put a little bug in your ear, so you take it and fly away. But but hey, Ticarus, brother, hey, we really appreciate you, man, for having you on the show, or having you on our show. And like I said before, when we first started talking, this is really about, highlighting, people from the hometown, people from North Carolina, people that, that we affiliated with, and just bringing, good spotlight. And what we did talk about, though, is, and before I wrap it up, you really big on activism. I remember when the whole George Floyd thing was going on. Again, I'm just watching TV. Who do I see? I see this guy on the TV.
Right.
It just hit my mind just now. I was like, yo, that's what I'm talking about.
Speak on that.
Bruh, Bro, I'm big on it, bro. I'm big on activism because you and I know we don't get our fair share at nothing. Even in my business, we don't get our fair share. We got to fight for it, right?
Right.
So my nephew, Tyrell Bizzell, he's a real smart kid. His vocabulary is something else, like the whole nine. He was 13 years old at the time, I think, something like that. So when the George Floyd thing come up, like I'm having conversations with my 13 nephew, like he's a 30-year-old man because he understands exactly what's going on. So when everything kicked off downtown Raleigh, because I have a home in Raleigh, I was like, I tell you what, we're going down there to the protest, right? So we went downtown because I wanted to show him. So, funny thing is they didn't want to interview me. They wanted to interview my wife, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. My wife's an introvert. She's like, I ain't doing it, right? So I was
you out in front.
Right. Like I had a t-shirt on that whole day. It says, fuck that shit. And at the bottom of it says, Nat Turner, right?
Okay.
So the dude in the news, he was like, she was like, my husband would do it. You would definitely want him to do it, right?
Right.
So he was like, man, you got to take the shirt off, though. So I was like, all right, bet. So I took the shirt off. That's why y'all see me with a tank top on.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Lord, I'm looking like the crazy dude.
I thought you about to go to fight somebody. Like, man, you got the beat on.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So that's why I don't have a shirt on. So, so for me, man, the George Floyd thing, I be watching it on the news now, man. Like,
yeah,
I'm watching it too.
Yeah, it's a shame. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Injustice anywhere is the injustice everywhere. I'm very big on us getting our just due, and us not taking no wooden nickels from nobody.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So for me, it's just the whole thing bothered me, and I wanted my nephew to see it because I don't put a battery pack in his back. He's gonna be president one day. You know what I'm saying? So because he keep up with politics, he keep up with the stock market. He keep up. He come in my room because, I'm messing with the stock market. He come in my room. Hey, Home Depot is up 25%. I'd be like, oh, really?
And I'd be like, wait a minute. Something you need to 13. Know. Like,
he's 13.
I'm like, wait a minute.
Hold on.
I'm like, wait a minute.
In 13,
I make money off this little joke. I'm like, wait a minute.
I'll be talking about Call of Duty at 13. I wasn't talking about no Home Depot stock.
No.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so.
But that's dope, man. That's dope.
Yeah, say again?
I said I was thinking about getting another transformer. I wouldn't be thinking about none of that stuff he's thinking about. Yeah, he's advanced.
Right, at 13. Yeah, at 13, we were just starting to smell ourselves. Like, what's the stock market? What is the stock market?
13, I was playing Street Fighter, man. I ain't know nothing about the stock market.
I'm about to get 1,000 points in Mario.
Boy, what in the world are you talking about?
Yeah, you about to get these Hadoukens right now. Yeah.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These Hadoukens up 15 points.
Damn Sonic Boots.
Yeah, man.
But hey, that's dope, man. Like I said, hey, I seen that, man. I was like, yo, here we go again. Round
I just want to say, before I go, man, I just want to say this, man. For one, shout out to y'all for creating this content. You know what I'm saying? Like when I got your message, like it was like a must do. It's a must do. Anything from home for me, it goes top of the food chain for me because I say all the time, my motto is stop watching and start doing. That's my motto. You know what I'm saying? We've been procrastinating on a lot of things. And a lot of people are in the grave right now that have oh man, I wish I could have. You know what I mean? Yeah. So for me to see people that's trying to do, it's big for me, especially from home. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because a lot of us don't realize that our dreams are so close. We think that Hollywood is far away, and it's really not. It's really not. Anything that you want to do, I don't care if it's a singer, I don't care if it's a rapper, a basketball player, football player, you can do it. Dave Thornton shows y'all you can do it. You can be a walk-on from Carolina and become an NFL player. You know what I'm saying? He did that, You know, you can be anything you want to be, man. All you got to do is put God first. You got to pray a little bit. You got to have a good prayer life. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta be holier than thou, and all you gotta do is just believe. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Word of your mouth.
Bring your faith in action.
Anything.
Pray your faith in action.
Believe it. Your tongue is way mightier than the sword. Yeah, exactly.
Brother.
Exactly.
Well, look, hey,
we thank you for having you, man.
Yeah, absolutely, brother.
I cut you off, man.
Nah, you good, bro. Like I said, I just want to thank him, man, like for the positive words.
Last week was my turn to wrap it up. Like, nah.
Oh yeah, you can wrap it up, bro. Trust me, I'll let you have it.
Bro, I haven't even.
I done talked this man's head off.
Nah, but man, honestly, from one brother to another, I'm coming from Goldsboro. I wasn't born in Goldsboro, but I was raised in Goldsboro. So coming from one brother to another, it means a lot to have you on our show. For real.
Absolutely.
No doubt. Likewise.
Really?
Likewise. And Matt, tell your dad happy birthday too.
Oh, appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it.
No doubt.
Yeah, I see it all, bro. I watch it all.
Yeah. And he gonna be say gonna be 100. So I'm holding to that, man. So hey.
Yeah.
But I appreciate it, man. Love. Hey, but look again, man. Thank you for having us. Thank you for being on the show, brother. And then hey, be on the lookout for my man Ticarus Bunch in the next show. He can't tell you about now, but it's gonna be the next biggest show you ever seen. You already heard it from his mouth. So be on the lookout for it.
Believe that.
All right.
Believe that.
Well, look. All right. Talk to you later, brother. We love you.
I appreciate you, man.
Love.
Yeah. All right. Love.
Already.